Today's episode of Looping Through Life is brought to you by the band Fictional Reality. Listen now on Spotify. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Looping Through Life. Back at it again today. We're going to dive right into another ride today. However, we're not going to exactly dive into it like we have been. While we're still going to give you information about this attraction, we're going to make a little bit fun of it because today's attraction deserves some making fun of, I think.
Today's victim, Batman, the ride. A coaster so overused, it makes missionary feel adventurous.
I mean, yeah, it started here in 1992. It was a game changer when it first debuted. Now it's pretty much the Six Flags of herpes. Shows up everywhere, no cure, and always leaves you itching and feeling regretful.
Six Flags built one good invert and thought, why not slap that sumbitch in every park? I've seen more creativity at Dorney Park, for crying out loud.
Well, so throw up your cap, lower your standards, because it's time to roast Batman the rides.
Just don't expect justice, or originality, or a functioning restraint that doesn't smell like Axe body spray and broken dreams.
Batman, the ride, a name that once meant innovation, excitement, and theming. Now, it's the corporate equivalent of that guy who still brags about his high school football career at 47 while managing a mattress store. It's been cloned so many times that even Dolly the sheep would call it excessive. If you've ridden one Batman, the ride, congratulations, you've accidentally ridden 6. Let's peel back the rubber mask and expose this bat disaster for what it is. A once-respected icon that's been passed around Six Flags parks more than expired churros during a power outage. When Batman, the ride, opened at Six Flags Great America in 1992, it was a game changer. Designed by B&M, the Swiss coaster gods, it was the first inverted roller coaster ever built. And yes, we'll give credit where it's due. That thing slapped in the early 90s. Inverted seats, dangling feet, corkscrews that didn't feel like being in a car crash. Revolutionary. Themed to Gotham, the queue even had a Batcave vibe. Mist, flickering lights, industrial set pieces. You felt like maybe, just maybe, Batman himself would save you from the horror of overpriced Dippin' Dots. But here's where Six Flags did what Six Flags does best. Saw something cool and milked it like a desperate OnlyFans account. Six Flags Magic Mountain, 1994. California deserved better, but instead, they got the exact same ride with slightly warmer asphalt. The theming? We think someone threw up black spray paint and called it a day. Six Flags St. Louis, 1995. A city known for its arch now had something equally repetitive and hollow. Six Flags over Georgia, 1997. Same layout, now with 400% more humidity and 0% originality. Six Flags Great Adventure, 1997. Because when you think New Jersey, you think, let's copy-paste a coaster that already exists 4 times. Six Flags over Texas, 1999. Texas likes everything bigger, except imagination, apparently. Six Flags New Orleans, 2003. Opened just in time to be destroyed by Katrina. Even Mother Nature had enough. Six Flags Fiesta Texas, 2015. This one tried to be different. Same name, slightly different layout. Like your ex's Rebound. Technically not a clone, but emotionally identical. La Ronde, 2020. They gave Canada a hand-me-down Batman clone. Because who needs cultural identity when you can just import boredom? Here's the layout. You start with a chain lift so loud it sounds like it's powered by depression. Then a drop. Then a loop. Then another loop. Then some corkscrews. Congratulations. You've just experienced every Batman, the ride. It's 2,700 feet of recycled steel and déjà vu. The 5 inversions were groundbreaking in 1992, but now it's like getting a high five from a fax machine. And the ride time? About 90 seconds. You'll spend more time reading the warning sign than you will actually riding. And for the love of Gotham, those restraints. Every Batman ride comes with those clunky, over-the-shoulder braces that feel like getting hugged by a padded prison guard. Add in the head-banging, and you'll leave the ride with CTE and trust issues. Remember when the original Batman had a cool Batcave-themed queue? Six Flags sure doesn't. The later clones downgraded so hard that it's basically a warehouse with a spray-painted sewer pipe, and maybe a fog machine if someone remembered to plug it in. You want immersion? Try watching a guy in cargo shorts vape next to a broken Batman statue, while kids scream and a loudspeaker plays distorted looped dialogue from Batman Forever. I'm Batman. Yeah? Prove it. Fix this queue. The only thing darker than the atmosphere is your outlook once you realize you waited 45 minutes for the same exact ride you did last summer in another state. This one deserves a paragraph of its own. Built in 2003 and killed by Hurricane Katrina in 2005, Batman. The ride in New Orleans still stands. Not operating, not functioning, just lurking like a rusted corpse. It's the Six Flags version of a haunted house. No actors, no lights, just tetanus. Urban explorers love sneaking in and taking moody Instagram photos next to its decaying supports, which is honestly the most use this ride has ever gotten. If you ever wanted to experience Batman after the apocalypse, this is your chance. Just bring a rabies shot and an updated will. Batman theming across the clones is so inconsistent, it makes the DC universe look like a tightly run operation. Some rides still attempt the Batcave vibe. Others? A concrete slab with a rusted bat symbol and maybe a trash can wearing a cape. One ride has TVs playing clips of Batman, the animated series. Another has broken monitors displaying Windows XP error messages. Pick a theme, Six Flags. Gotham shouldn't feel like the basement of a failed Foot Locker. And what's with the paint jobs? Bright yellow track, black track, blue supports. It's like each park just gave up and said, yeah, make it look like Batman got dressed in the dark. Batman La Fuga in Madrid is just another clone, but now in Espanol. It's like someone took the same coaster and gave it a passport. Ole! Now you can be disappointed in multiple languages. And let's not forget all the other B and M inverts out there that feel just like Batman. The ride. Nemesis, Alpengeist, Raptor, all of them have personality. Batman? It has repetition. Look, the original Batman. The ride deserved respect, but Six Flags killed it with kindness, then stuffed its corpse and sent it on a national tour. This isn't a tribute. It's a cautionary tale. It's what happens when creativity dies, and cloning becomes the business model. So the next time someone says, hey, let's ride Batman, ask them, which one? Then sigh, because the answer is always the same. The one you've already ridden, just with a different parking lot. We hoped you enjoyed this roast on Batman the Rides. Now it's back to the studio with Ryan and Ferris.
And that about does it today, guys, of Batman the Ride. Straight proof that Six Flags thinks creativity is straight up for cowards.
It's not a thrill ride, it's a recycled metal enema. And if you rode it in more than one park, congratulations. you've wasted your life twice.
Or, it could count as 2 coaster credits if you're that kind of coaster enthusiast. Like and subscribe down below and leave a comment to what coaster you want us to dive into or even roast next.
Please tell your friends. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, I get my own merch. I deserve royalties for sitting through this coaster clone graveyard with Captain Poor Decisions over here.
It'll be worth it, Ferris. You'll get all of your flowers, trust me.
Do it, or I'll start selling bootlegs on Etsy called Sad Fox Shit.